This morning, the finance ministers are taking up the conversation around growth. This after the finance ministers from the Eurozone last night agreed to send a mission back to Athens and work toward continued bailout talks with the government there. Now, there was some hope that they would come to an agreement to release the additional bailout funds that Greece needs in order to make a near €7 billion debt payment. Now, they don't actually have to make that payment until July, but given the busy election season that is about to kick off here in the spring, many want to get past the distraction because key elections in the Netherlands kicking off on March 15th and then the big contest in France kicking off on April 23rd are largely being fought on an anti-EU populist platform that wants to take control back from Brussels. We've been watching investor concern around the French elections itself. If you take a look at the widening French 10-year spreads with the German Bund, a clear sign that investors aren't quite convinced that Marine Le Pen's chances are a foregone conclusion here. So I had the chance to speak to the French finance minister, and I asked him what his message would be to investors who were still worried about a Marine Le Pen victory. Here's what he had to say.
People in markets making bets against France thinking that Marine Le Pen is going to be elected are mistaken. They will lose a lot of money. It's pointless to speculate on Marine Le Pen seizing power in France.
There is a united message coming from Brussels there, not just from the French finance minister, but other finance ministers across the region, not to worry about these elections. They are optimistic that a pro-European stance will ultimately prevail. But as the former French finance minister and current EU commissioner Pierre Moscovici told me yesterday, we must be careful because as he sees the polls in France, they are much too close for comfort. And he told me very clearly that if Marine Le Pen were to surprise the region and if she were to win the presidency, that could mean the end of the EU as we know it.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.